The Texans made a trade, guys. The Texans are getting Denver Broncos wide receiver Demaryius Thomas. Now, the whole trade. Okay, look. The Texans are trading a 4th round pick and a 7th round pick in exchange for Demaryius Thomas and a 7th round pick. So, in my opinion, it's a good trade. Why? Because I know a lot of people might be mad that, we traded a pick away for a player. Well, it's a 4th round pick. The odds of you hitting on a 4th round pick are pretty slim. Yeah, I know we got Kiki this past draft from a 4th round pick, but for every Kiki, there's like 40 Braxton Millers, even though Braxton Miller was a 3rd round pick. What I'm just trying to say is, draft picks aren't guaranteed. Yes, they're nice to have, but once they get, later picks, the chances of you hitting on them are pretty slim to none. So, I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. And I know people are going to be mad that we didn't get Deshaun Jackson. Now, look, I also wanted Deshaun Jackson. But what it looks like is, since Ryan Fitzpatrick was named the starter for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it looks like Deshaun Jackson no longer wants to be traded, because at the end of the day, he was the one that wanted to be traded. It wasn't the organization that wanted to trade him away. The organization wanted to keep him. But I'm pretty sure if Deshaun Jackson still would have been, upset or, didn't want to play with Jameis Winston, then they probably would have traded him. But since Fitzpatrick was named the starting quarterback, he wants to stay because, who doesn't like Fitzpatrick? Anyways, though, I think Demaryius Thomas is not what he used to be, obviously, but for a 4th round pick and what he is now, I'll absolutely take it. And I guess this really wasn't about replacing the deep threat Will Fuller. I think it was just more about giving Deshaun Watson another good weapon to throw to, putting someone out there on the field that would draw coverage away from DeAndre Hopkins. I think that was the objective of this trade. So, I am 100% happy with it. And I know a lot of people are going to ask, well, doesn't Demaryius Thomas have drop issues? Yes, he has in the past. Ever since probably Peyton Manning left, he's gotten worse with it. But to me, look at Will Fuller, man. Year 1, Will Fuller had what seemed like a bunch of drops. Year 2, he had a little bit less. Year 3, which was this year, he didn't have a single drop. In how many games did he play? 7 games that he played. He didn't have a single drop. A lot of the drops sometimes are due to the fact that your quarterback throws an uncatchable ball. And I don't mean uncatchable by the fact that, it's overthrown or, too far in front, too far behind. I mean, there's some quarterbacks that can't throw a tight spiral. Blake Bortles, for example. Blake Bortles throws an ugly ball, and most of the time it results in their receivers dropping the football. So Demaryius Thomas these past few years has suffered from that. Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch, Brock Osweiler, Case Keenum. These are guys that aren't that good of throwers of the football. Deshaun Watson, he throws a very catchable ball. So, yes, Demaryius Thomas might have a drop once every 3 games, but I think, he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. Definitely another weapon for Deshaun Watson. Absolutely love it. And another thing to note, we do play the Broncos this week, so, you take away one of their weapons. So, that kind of helps us out too. But overall, I love it. I love that Brian Gain is making moves. And this is something we kind of really have to talk about. I think it might be time to kind of take off the label off the Texans. You know, oh, these are the same old Texans. I think, you know, the culture's finally changing here in Houston. I think now that Rick Smith is gone, this is 100% O'Brien's team. It's a culture change, man. I mean, in the past, I feel like after that 0-3 start, this team would have just, you know, gave up. But with Bill O'Brien and with Brian Gain, I think things are definitely trending upwards, and this trade is really telling because it tells me, it tells the fan bases, hey, we think we have a shot with our young quarterback, Deshaun Watson. We just lost our top, or one of our top receivers, Will Fuller. You know, let's go get another one and go and try to compete for a Super Bowl. In the past, the Texans would have just sat on their hands and, you know, oh, well, Will Fuller's hurt. Oh, well, we'll just wait for him to come back next season, and yeah, hopefully we get to the playoffs this season, and hopefully we win a game in the playoffs. No, right now it's telling me that, you know what, we lost our top receiver. Let's go get someone to replace him. Let's go into the playoffs and try to win this shit. That's what it tells me. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys for right now. There is rumors that the Texans are trying to make some more trades, so might be back. So yeah, stay tuned. Peace.